We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing.
Welcome to Gabbing
Gabbing.
with Gracie.
And Heather.
Howdy, I am drinking my normal iced coffee. I just don't even think about drinking right now for some reason.
I, in order to survive last week's packing and the move, I was drinking. And so today I'm having a nice plastic cup of water.
Okay, very nice.
Mhm.
I will say that I am killing my quote unquote resolution for this year because if you remember, I declared I was going to survive this year with, I think I said with Johnny Walker and Pilates. I have
Mhm.
been doing neither Pilates nor drinking Johnny Walker, so I
I
need to get back on it.
I feel you. I feel you. I think T posted someone saying that there was like 28 days of until summer, and that was yesterday or the day before. So yeah, it's
Oh,
like
well, there's something to look
it's like
forward
so
to.
those motivations to have a healthier look or whatever for the summer is creeping up.
I'm gonna have the gardener look. My hands are
I
gonna be
like
wet.
that. Oh, really?
Yeah, from working in the dirt.
Oh, I never thought about that before.
Well, tonight we're going to continue on with our discussion of Supernatural. We are on season 5 and we are up to episode 9. And
Oh
episode
yeah.
9 is called The Real Ghostbusters. It doesn't have a specific location, but the last episode they were in Ohio and they do reference that they drove all night. So it's got to be like probably in a neighboring state,
Probably.
but I couldn't
Mm.
locate like
Oh,
the actual location.
okay. Here comes Gracie trying to determine what's the closest state to Ohio. Is it Michigan?
Well, Michigan is north of Ohio.
Okay.
What is east of Ohio?
Illinois.
East.
Oh, sorry. East of Ohio isn't there some areas of New York that's attached to Ohio?
No, almost though.
Pennsylvania?
Yep,
Girl?
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So the piece that is separating Ohio and Pennsylvania is actually Erie. Erie has like there's a little part of Pennsylvania that sticks up that separates. So it's about a 30-minute distance, maybe 30, 40, well, we'll say 45-minute distance.
Okay.
You have to drive through Pennsylvania for about 45 minutes. Actually, probably less, probably 30 minutes to get to New York.
There was something, and I thought Erie, but I wanted to say state.
Yeah.
So pencil. Oh, look at me. Okay, I'm a little
Yeah.
bit proud of myself that I almost had it. Such a mess. Oh,
If
yeah.
Pennsylvania had a straight line, then New York would have been
How
connected.
the states got their shapes. If anyone has not watched that show, it was only one season, but you should definitely watch it. It's pretty cool.
I need to go watch it. I remember you and I think Lucy had said that it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good.
Dean and Sam are at a supernatural convention where they meet lots of fans of the supernatural books. After a while, they get the impression that something is not right at the location of the convention, and it's at the Pine View Hotel.
And this is with Rob Benedict as Chuck Shirley. Another great appearance from the guy. Emily Perkins returning as Becky Rosen, and no one else looked familiar to me. I forgot that Becky has the hots for Sam. Is it Sam or is it Dean?
It's
Sam.
Sam. Yeah, Becky definitely has the hots for
And
Sam.
she thinks he has the hots for her.
Yeah. Becky
She's
is living in some delusional
very
world that I would like to be in.
yes, she's very confident in herself, which is great.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's freaking adorable.
But this was a fun episode. It's almost a filler episode, but there's a vital thing that made me so excited. I like screamed at them. You know what
I
I'm talking about?
had not realized also that that was coming up already.
I'm so glad it did though.
It amazes me like how early on we're introduced to these characters.
Yeah.
We were not anticipating Lucifer, and here he is.
And now Becky tells them about Crowley.
Oh my God, yes, I love it. Of course, I knew because you said it beforehand when we were talking a couple of weeks ago. And typical Gracie fashion, I forgot. So when it popped up again, I was like, oh my God, oh, that's right. Heather mentioned Crowley is such a great character.
Mm-hmm.
And he, the actor, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the name, but he was
Shepherd.
from, yes, Mark Shepard. He is from the BSG world, which, as you know, I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely love Battlestar Galactica.
I was about to
So,
say what the show is in case people don't know it.
oh, I broke it down, broke it down. So to have him in another show that I absolutely love, oh, like even
Yeah,
now,
it's a
just
nice
thinking about it, like I'm
crossover.
just so happy. I'm so happy that we're gonna get to see Crowley.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
such a fun character,
he
and
is.
he looks so young.
They all
I
look so
mean,
young, but he
I
does.
won't jump ahead to the next episode because he's not in this episode, but he's just mentioned in this episode. But yeah,
Sorry, guys, we're
but yeah,
just
they are really,
fangirling.
yeah, we love us some Mark Shepard.
Ooh. This was a fun episode. It was a filler episode, even with that vital information at the end, but it's another way of them showing how they make fun of themselves, which I love. They do it so well.
Yeah. Well, and there's that one little scene where because like Dean is like outraged that they're like people like want to pretend to be them and he's like this life sucks blah blah blah. And there's the one scene about like the guy is saying like you're not getting supernatural. He's like respectfully, but you're not getting the point of supernatural and it's like you get to wake up every day and save the world and you get to wake up and have a brother that's willing to die for you and who wouldn't want that.
Yeah,
So, so
so
it's like a
sweet.
reminder to Dean that what they're doing is important and that they should appreciate that as shitty as it is, they need to appreciate. I'm gonna get emotional because I'm like, it's really shitty the next episode we'll get to soon.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, that they're doing something so important that they need to like remember that.
Hmm.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I often wonder if when something really bad is going to happen, do they tend to write scenes to remind them before the bad thing happens? Like, you're in this for this reason, and so on and so forth. So I'm see if I'm a
yeah,
little bit more mindful than brain. Haha.
that's a good point. Yeah, that would make sense that they would do that.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we're doing this, we got this, and then something bad happens, and it makes you think like they're gonna fall apart, but it holds them still back together again.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some fun things about this episode. It's, or well, not even fun. It's got to be like so bizarre from their point of view. And they do kind of show this with facial expressions, like running into like, say, like the Scarecrow or the Hook Man or like,
All of those all of those bad guys that they
yeah.
fought and then bumping into themselves over and over again and how
Hmm.
they talk with the deep voice and
Yeah.
it's just which is funny because it was just the episode before where they had to act like was it the episode before? Whatever. They had to act
Yeah. It was the changing channels.
yeah. I want to say kind of like themselves, but they're acting like other television shows and here
Yeah.
it's the other way around. People are acting like them.
And they're assuming that they're acting like Sam and Dean because they don't realize that Sam and Dean are
Or
real.
Sam
Because,
and
like,
Dean,
the
yeah.
one guy says, these are fictional characters.
Yes. They're so popular that they have a conference,
Yeah.
which Chuck is seems very embarrassed about.
Yeah. He seemed very nervous and embarrassed. And then when the guys show up, he was like extra because they think that Chuck texted him, but it was Becky stole his
Oh,
phone out of his pants
gosh.
and texted because she's like, they're going to want to see this. Becky's just, like I said a few minutes ago, like she's living in her own delusional world and I want to be part of it.
Yeah, bring me
And
in.
she's happy.
She is.
So good for her.
Do we ever hear back? I'm
Did
gonna
we
look
ever
it
hear
up.
back from Becky?
Yeah. Or do we ever hear not back of Becky again? I'm gonna be nosy.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna be nosy because I wanna
Well,
know.
one fun thing that I took note of was when they arrive at the Pineview Hotel, there's like a whole row of babies lined up in the parking lot. The Chevy Impalas.
Uh-oh, girl. You said babies, and I'm here thinking like actual babies. I was like, wait, what's going on here?
That's why I clarified because some people
Or
might
babe.
not like make the connection that baby is the Chevy Impala. Chuck slash Carver. he announces that he is gonna start publishing the books again due to a rich Scandinavian investor. And when they call him out for it, like, why do you want to do that? And he's like, for like food and shelter and stuff. Because like, I don't know, do we know what Chuck did before writing the books? I don't think he had like an actual other job. He's always just been the prophet. And we can't really say more without like a spoiler because we know who he is. Yeah, because like we know what
I
his
don't know. I
ultimate
need
like.
wiki. I need wiki. Supernatural wiki, now Wikipedia.
Are you still looking up Becky?
I looked up Becky. She's in two more episodes.
Oh, oh, are you looking up to see like if we
Chuck.
know Carver's backstory or Chuck's
Yeah.
backstory?
Yeah.
Yeah, because even knowing like what we know, like ultimately like his end game story, he has to have some kind of like backstory where like he either right out of school started writing the supernatural books or he had some kind of like other existence, even if it's like just a made up persona of like another. I have this episode up right now and it's bringing up the ghost and like I want to know more about these kids because we know that the one ghost child
Boy.
that was scalped was Lucretia Gore, her son, and so the lore is that Lucretia Gore was working at this orphanage, like the hotel was like an orphanage of
Right.
some kind, and she in 1904 she killed the four kids and then herself. But the one that was scalped, we find out who was her son, that he says that she didn't kill him, that it was, he implies that the other kids are the ones that killed him, and
Hmm.
that perhaps is what caused her to kill them and then herself.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck was up with those three kids?
They're shady little fuckers. That's why.
Like, they're pretty young.
They are. Why are you going
Like,
around
what the fuck did they
scalping?
like? Yeah, like what happened in their lives that caused them to be this way? Like, how bad was this orphanage?
I have no
Or like what
idea.
happened to them before they were at the orphanage?
No idea. I mean, they probably were evil kids and they scalped their family.
Well, there was that one episode in an earlier season where the little girl did that. Remember that episode where they thought it was the father, but it turned out that it was
Yeah.
the adopted daughter?
Yeah.
So yeah, apparently Gripke thinks that kids can be super evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Since
Ooh.
this is now a second episode where we have some evil small children.
It goes to show that evil is in all ages.
Yeah, maybe
From
he's making a comment
kids,
on nature versus nurture, like
nature
that
versus
maybe
nurture.
some children are truly born evil,
I would think yes.
or maybe all children are born evil. Maybe he's going back to
Well,
original sin and that like nurture. Oh, this might be a whole religious thing because nurture might be saving them and like being baptized might be saving them.
I mean, this is a religious show. There's an
Yeah,
underlying, right? So I wouldn't put it past him for trying to think
because
along those
yeah,
lines.
because isn't the old way of thinking, I think it's the old way, I don't think it's the current way, in Catholicism that you have to baptize a baby because of original sin, therefore they're not pure, and like the baptism will like purify them, and then if they're not baptized, they'll be in purgatory forever.
Yeah, or go to hell. I think it's
Would they
go
go
to
to
hell.
hell?
Yeah. Gotta be cleansed of the pure of the
Yeah.
original sin, so they can be pure.
And the original sin is Cain and Abel, right? Or is it Adam and Eve?
Adam and Eve.
Okay. But
His
it's
job
not
has
really.
always been a writer. Boom. That's
Okay.
it. That's it.
Okay. I mean, he might be one of those people that straight out of school just started writing and that was his jam. Good for him.
A lot of people like that, right? The clap, the thigh. Good. Goodness gracious.
Oh, another funny thing was, I don't know if you caught this, but when everybody was put into the main room and Chuck had to kind of distract them,
Distract them. Oh my God.
and it like they flash to the room and Chuck is answering about the croton virus and he's like,
I,
it's
yes.
not anything, the croton virus doesn't do anything down there, you need to go to a doctor. And I was like,
Yes. Yes. It's just those poor like people. They're so insular. Is that the word? Like I this is the thing about supernatural. Like it reminds me of me when I was like so obsessed with like Harry Potter. It's like I'll be online and debating and doing this and doing that. And it's like and I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but I can't go back to that. Like I could be really interested in something, but I refuse to take it to that level. Like I could think about it and I could rave about it and try to tell people to read it and but I'm not gonna go to that extent. So like I feel like the furthest that I've gone after that is maybe going to Comic-Con with you and
Hmm.
to just like delve into that world a little bit, but I always want to keep myself back.
Yeah. I was super fixated last week on, or last time we talked, about the salt. And they did not show them putting salt around the whole room. I'm just gonna, like, in my brain be like, oh, they just did that off camera. They only showed them putting salt on the door.
Okay. No, yeah. I mean, they're not gonna like show every single step of the way. So they did do it off camera.
Yeah, that's just what I'm gonna think because otherwise the ghost can just walk through the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Heather coming out with all of the
I
don't
gotta
think too
stop
much. Don't think too
over
much.
analyzing things. Yeah. The other thing while they were all in that room is like Chuck becoming the hero
Yeah.
and Becky's reaction. This is when Sam lost Becky. R.I.P. Sam and
And
Becky's
Becky.
relationship that was 100% in her head.
Yeah, exactly. Just sorry, like
Yeah.
sorry, whatever it was that she said. It was, I was just like, girl,
And Sam just went with it. He was like, I don't, I guess I'll survive. I was
yes,
like, yeah.
yes, yes.
But yeah, but like Chuck coming in with the iron and like getting the ghost to save the day.
Chuck, yep, I'm seeing it right now. Yes. Becky's so like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she wants to
The
take off
look.
her clothes. Yes. And he's super happy about it because he wanted the girl.
Yeah, because the whole time he was kind of like, you could tell he was a little put off by her liking Sam so much.
Yeah. I mean, he can't blame her. He's a tall, what is it, tall, dark, handsome. What's that saying with the drink?
A tall sip of something.
That saying.
God, I can't remember.
Yeah, now I gotta look that up. Tall drink of
The
water.
Oh, yeah, he's a tall drink of water. Just so that we have some recognition for their part in this storyline, the two main LARPers, who are a couple, are Barnes and Damon, who help them save the day.
Yeah,
Because well, they really, I mean, they ultimately are the ones that completely save the day because they're
they
the
do.
ones that go and they dig up the bones of the kids and salt and fire, like set them on fire. Which that was kind of funny where they were like, we're looking for bones. What? We have to dig up the grave?
Like,
They
this is
don't
for
realize that
real.
something is actually going on.
This is for real, you guys. Come on now. The real
But
thing.
yeah, they were cute. Only other thing is like just so in case people don't remember the episode very well, like if it's been a while, what we were talking about with Becky telling them about Crawley was that she tells Sam that Bella didn't end up giving the colt to Lilith like she said. She gave the colt to Crawley, who was Lilith's best, like second in command, and that Crawley never gave the cult to Lilith. So that gives them a path to follow to try to find the cult.
I wonder what else she gave Crowley. That would have been a good, like, storyline.
What if Crawley is her?
Crossroads.
No.
Is it
Oh, I
Crossroads?
didn't even think about that.
I didn't.
I don't know. It's like my brain just stopped like functioning. I need to look at our list. What if Crawley was the buyer, Bella's buyer that
That's
was
what I'm
going to
thinking. I
I
think
didn't
he
even think of
was.
that. We'll have to keep an eye out to see if there was anything else because, yeah, maybe like all the stuff that she was stealing and stuff was for him.
Yeah. Interesting.
And the cult would have been just one of those things. But she
Right.
thought that it was to go to Lilith, but it was never intended to go to Lilith.
I think I like that. I I I can envision that.
Yeah. I'm just going to add to our list. Was it Crawley? Because you know we'll forget.
You could say that again, girlfriend.
So that's interesting. I didn't even think about that till right now. So that's my running theory.
Well, I like it. You got a fan out of me.
Sorry, I got distracted because I just found a note that I wrote about the special features. that kind of goes with the next episode. So maybe I'll bring it up during the next episode.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't really have anything else about this episode. It was just a fun episode. Like, who doesn't want to go to a supernatural convention? And we know that good things happen at supernatural conventions. There are love connections that happen at supernatural conventions.
A lot of love connections.
Like, what's their name?
Oh, shoot. Here we go.
DJ.
Fiona. I'm like Fiona.
Oh yeah, there's so many love connections.
Oh my gosh.
I was thinking of
Chuck and Fiona and DJ Qualls, and
yeah,
what is his name? Like,
that plays Betty.
oh my gosh, we'll just say DJ Qualls and Benny.
Hold on a second. Ty Olson. That's who it
Okay.
is. But yeah. All right. So are we ready for the next episode?
Yeah.
All right. So episode 10. You're gonna have to bear with us, folks. This is an emotional one for us.
This is an emotional one. Lord have mercy.
This is Abandon All Hope, and it takes place in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and then Carthage, Missouri. And the summary is Sam, Dean, and Castiel track down the cult and head off to find Lucifer to send him back to hell. It's a hunter's reunion when the crew joins up with Bobby, Ellen, and Joe for what could be their last night on Earth.
I will say this. I just get mad because I feel like a certain gender always gets like screwed
Yeah,
over.
I was about to say that. I feel like most Supernatural fans will recognize that the female characters on the show get royally fucked,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's not cool.
No, it's not cool. Not cool at all. Like not one.
I mean,
Not
we've seen
one.
that with so far, just like the in the first 5 seasons. Let me know if I'm missing anybody. We got Mary, we got
Right.
Jessica, we got Bella, we got the werewolf girl. She's not really a main character though,
But still.
but it's yet another example. Like, as much as we love the Winchester boys, if you are female, run the fuck away.
Yeah, don't get into any kind of relationship with them because it will
Lisa's the
not
only
end well.
one.
It will not end well.
Well, actually, maybe you can be in a relation. Well, I don't know.
Well,
No.
no
Anna,
kind of.
I was gonna say you could be in a relationship with Dean, but no, Anna, because Anna got screwed over. She's
Wait, which
still
one's
alive.
Anna?
Yeah.
Is that the one that
That's the
he,
angel.
the girl that, no, the dad passed away.
No, I was about.
Shoot.
That's why I was thinking because Dean's exes seem okay because we have Lisa is okay, and
Right.
then we have the person you're thinking of that I'm blanking on her name that
Yeah.
dated Dean when she was in college.
That her dad was like a sheriff or something.
No,
She's mixed. She's mixed.
her dad killed a guy, and the sheriff helped cover it up.
Okay, okay, okay. That's the one I was
Something
thinking.
like that.
Yeah,
Something
that's the
like
one. That's the one. Yeah. It's just like you said, we love our boy. We love the familial brotherly love amongst them all, with Castiel and
that. Yeah,
others. So it's frustrating to see that girls.
yeah. Because now, I mean, obviously, like we hope that you've seen this episode, but in this episode, Joe and Ellen do not fare well. And no matter how many times I've seen this episode, I sob.
This is my second time seeing it, and I sobbed.
I've
I
seen
was not expecting that.
I've seen it 2 times the past month. So even like when I rewatched it yesterday and like knew exactly what was coming, I still sobbed. But we'll start with the beginning
Yeah,
of this
yeah,
episode. But do you want to
yeah.
talk about any people that are in this episode before?
Oh shoot.
Because we have a major introduction of Mark
We
Shepard.
we do, and it's so exciting. It was so good to see him, and his introduction was just like to me like hilarious because he has to deal with he's a crossroads demon, and he has to give a man a kiss, and the man was not having it. You want
Yeah.
this? You better give him a kiss, okay?
You can't really see this, but my first, oh, wait, there you go. My first note is Crawley with a bunch of exclamation points.
It's so freaking fascinating. I mean, not fascinating, fantastic.
Yeah. So it's a banker that he has to give a kiss to.
Because he wants to keep getting rich or remain rich,
Yeah.
remain rich. Well, we have the return of Castiel, Bobby Singer, Ellen, Joe, Lucifer, Meg, love her. And I think that was it. No one else looked familiar.
Meg this is the first time with this actor though, right?
No.
Have we seen that actor before? I can't remember. I can't keep
Yeah.
track. Meg's
Rachel
body
Rachel
jumping like
Miner.
Rachel Miner. Okay.
Yeah, no, no, no. We've seen her. It's not the first time. You are absolutely right, though. He does look very young.
Yeah.
He's aged. How old is Mark Shepard? Well, he
Well,
also
dude's
has
had like
been
5 heart
through,
attacks.
yeah, he's been through things. He's been through things.
Yeah.
Poor
We
guy.
need to protect him at all costs.
64. He was born in 1960. Unbelievable.
But
I
we
wouldn't
love
believe it.
him.
No. Oh, absolutely.
I
He
was
has our
watching a
heart.
video the other day where I forget who it was. I know it was like Cass, so Misha, and then Rowena. Is her name Fiona?
Fiona, yes.
Somebody else on cast, but I can't remember who it was. They went into his trailer when he was not in it, and they completely covered it with pictures of Misha. Like even the floors, the ceiling, the walls, the floor,
Why?
every space where they could cover it. They videotaped him walking in, and he started laughing, and he's like, "You guys don't understand. I'm keeping this. This is amazing." He's just such a fun person, a
Oh
good
my
guy.
gosh. I
And
love hearing stuff like that because you know that being on set was like fantastic
yeah, like they
at
have like a
Supernatural.
good rapport, everybody.
And we know fast forward that they still do. So
Yeah,
that's good.
it was like a family type of environment. Like they were always messing with each other.
Yeah,
And that comes across on screen as well.
that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, so he kisses the demon, and then as soon as Joe walks up to Crawley's mansion, I was like, these mother huggers, they could have just found some other way. Why did they have to call Joe? Like I knew immediately when I saw that this was the episode.
I had no idea because I did not remember at all.
It just
At
triggered my
all.
brain that it was coming soon.
I couldn't remember. I think we talked about it,
Yeah.
but I just really,
Yeah.
and it's not something that I want to remember. And I keep thinking about like other characters, and I'm just like, how did they pass as well? And it's just like, I'm not gonna get into it, but
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be ready when Felicia Day happens. But anyway, yeah, like cuz like that they could have found some other way to distract those demons, but instead they were like, "Oh, Joe, can you pretend that you are like a stranded helpless woman?" Not happy. Not happy. So she ends
not
up
cool at all. And
yeah.
then obviously Ellen was in on it too.
Yeah, because Ellen, I think, has given up at this point of trying to stop Joe because Joe just will do it anyway.
Yeah. Well, she's an adult at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Joe ends up being like the way that they get onto the property because the demons open the gates and let her in, and then they kill the demons and stuff. And then we see Crawley chilling in front of his TV, watching what appears to be like Nazis marching, like old historical footage. And I was like, Crawley, what are you up to, dude? Like,
Oh, he's
I
just
know you're
trying to
evil.
see all about the past and how things went back in the day.
Is this how you relax, Crowley? Not
Probably. Probably.
probably like, oh, the good old days. That's what he's thinking. When I could like manipulate. That actually would be an interesting perspective to see if like how much if they did like some sort of flashback to the 1930s and 1940s to see like how much demon activity was going on at the
A
time.
lot of it. A lot of it. 100%.
I don't remember them ever doing something like that, but that would be a cool flashback. So I was about to make a comment about Discovery of Witches, but you haven't watched it, so I'll leave it on the off chance that you do watch it.
I do want to watch it. I just have to
Yeah,
remember to watch it.
yeah. It's not that long,
It's not. I mean, it's British. Of course it's not.
but you don't have enough minutes in the day. But there is a tie-in to the Nazis. But yeah, so like the guys think that they're being all slick and that they are gonna trap Crawley, but Crawley has been leading to them to him. It turns out like he was basically like it took you long enough, and we find out that like he had been the one starting the rumors about him having the cult to begin with because he wanted the guys to come,
Oh,
and his plan
ew.
was that they're gonna take the cult and they're gonna kill Lucifer with it. So plot twist.
It's cool.
because
They have an ally.
Crawley is so smart because like all the other demons like Meg, they've drank the Kool-Aid and they don't get it.
No, they don't. Oh, it's
And
like a
like
lot of people.
Crawley is like, oh, he doesn't give a shit about us. Like he's using us and then he's gonna get rid of us. Which is like so smart of him to like think that way. And
Mhm.
we do see later in the episode that that's the truth. Like he's like Lucifer doesn't give a shit about any of the demons.
It's
Like
not,
they're
but
just a means
they're,
to an end,
my God, this is such a parallel to like today.
right? For real.
Oh, oh my gosh. Okay.
Lucifer represents fascism
He does.
and like the power structure of evil. Yeah.
Me, and
Yeah,
all
it's
that
all
I
about
want.
me and what I can do to progress and get what I want
Right.
at the expense of anyone.
At the expense of anyone. And in this case, he is going to live forever, so he can get away with it.
Yeah.
Unlike in real world. But,
Yeah.
it's a whole nother thing.
So Crawley's really smart. And he calls them the Hardy Boys. And I was like, oh, I forgot the Hardy Boys.
I'm waiting for Moose. Waiting for the Moose.
Oh,
We'll go
I
to the
can't
Moose.
wait. We've had close. We had Sasquatch. He got called by someone else.
Oh gosh. Love it. Love it,
But
love it, love it.
yeah.
Anti-God is anti-American.
What are you reading?
While as they're driving into town, the sign behind baby, American flag sign that says anti-God is anti-American. Just trying to figure out when did America become so religious? Like, that's not what the forefathers were talking about. Even though our money says in God we trust, and maybe that is the problem. Why does the American bill state in God we trust? I'm digressing. I know.
Because money doesn't actually mean anything. It's purely symbolic.
So they're just putting whatever on it
Yeah.
just because. A
Well,
pyramid with an
it's
eye.
don't go down that conspiracy route. But
Well,
no, like they put in
oh,
God we trust because
wait.
money has no meaning. That it's like purely by like us giving it meaning.
Okay. I do not know any of the conspiracy theories. It was just me wondering. And now I'm probably gonna deep
Really?
dive into, look at your face. You're like, yes.
There's so much symbolism on the dollar bill that makes people crazy, and they go through like a whole Illuminati and Freemasons deep dive when they look at it.
Why would they have chosen that? Whoever started creating the dollar bill
It
and who
probably
signed off on
was
it.
because they were a bunch of Freemasons.
Okay. Oh, I'll deep
Yeah,
dive on my own whenever I like want to just lay in bed.
there you go.
Okay. Which is all the time. So there we go.
But jump in if you have anything you want to talk about. But basically, Crawley tells them that Lucifer, they need to take the gun, gives them the ammo, and that they need to go shoot Lucifer, who is in Carthage, Missouri, which is why they end up going to Carthage, Missouri. And is it when they're entering Carthage that you see the sign that says,
Yes.
what does it say? If you're against God,
Anti-God is anti-American.
except for the majority of Americans that probably, well, I guess it depends on like what God are you talking about. We won't get into that.
Yes. But I
We'll
guess you
just roll
just
our eyes and
gotta
keep it moving.
just gotta figure out what kind of town it is and that's it.
Uh,
Castiel is captured by Lucifer too.
well, I was gonna say before we get to that, I forgot the night, the last night where they're like before they go to Carthage, they are trying to come up with a game plan, and Castiel tells them it might be their last night on Earth, and Ellen and Joe are trying to get Cass drunk, which is really
Ooh,
funny.
oh yeah, yeah. And he's like not wasted, not one bit.
He's like, I think I feel something. You don't, dude. And then Jean tries to shoot a shot with Joe, and she's like, if this is my last night, I'm gonna keep some self-respect.
For her. I probably
Good
wouldn't
for
have
her.
done it. Dean, Dean,
I wonder if she regrets it now.
Dean, he can come talk to me. It could be the last night of our lives every night. Fine by me. I keep saying Dean, but Jensen Ackles. Yeah.
If you're married to Jensen Ackles, it's got to be like a pretty interesting perspective with all these women being like,
Yeah.
Dean Winchester.
Yeah. Or any celebrity, right?
Yeah, but I feel like there's something slightly different about Dean Winchester fans.
Really. Why?
I feel like Dean Winchester fans might be a little bit more like not able to distinguish between reality and
Like Becky?
yeah, we're all a little bit too much like Becky when it comes to Dean Winchester. I could be wrong, but I
Well,
don't see
that,
that as much with other people.
that's an interesting perspective. How about Sam then?
I don't see it the same way with Sam when
Oh,
I
okay.
like
We gotta talk to Erica about this.
yeah. This
Do
is something
you,
we got to think about.
well, I'm already thinking about it. Like, do you
Like
think
people love
that
Sam, but I feel like maybe it's because he
he's an
was
aggrieved man?
Sam,
No, Dean.
but so is Sam. But
Sam
Dean's more
is not
outwardly.
wallowing.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, Jess was killed, and like maybe that first season, even 2 seasons, okay, like but Dean is always like seemingly tormented about something.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe that is part of it. But like
Tormented.
when I mean, people love Jared and they love Sam's character, and there is that like following with him, but that seems to me, and I might be wrong, but it seems to be more like your standard, I love this character, I love this actor that portrays this character, but like you're able to more distinguish the actor from the character like with other fandoms and stuff, where like I think it's harder for people to distinguish that with Dean and Jensen.
Okay.
And it could be because Jared, maybe in my brain, it's more like because we knew Jared from Gilmore Girls and he was like known more
He was
widely,
that Dean.
where like Jensen was like in a soap. What soap was he in?
Days of Our
For like,
Lives.
uh,
But I
but
mean, he did
that was more,
something before in between. The
no,
Jessica
that,
Alba, Dark Angel.
oh, right.
Apparently, she
No,
wasn't
I don't know. There's
all
just
that.
maybe
Um,
it's because he's so aggrieved that like we just it's just hard to figure because I can't think of another actor slash character that people go so hard on.
Papa. But that's the
Papa.
actor. That's the actor
Yeah,
himself
that's the
anywhere.
actor.
Anywhere.
We don't really care
Yeah.
necessarily about Papa himself. Yeah, that's Jeffrey Dean Morse.
I forget his name. That's right. This is Papa. Yeah,
The fact that I remember his name says
but now that we know Jensen Ackles and he's moved on from Supernatural for 15 years to The Boys, he's doing cult after cult, right?
right, but that's a
He
good
has such a
example.
standing.
He's Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
That's what he currently is. Do you think about him as Soldier Boy? You think about him as
No,
Dean.
he's because he was 15 years as
Is
Dean
it that or is
Winchester.
it just like the way that
He acts.
character is? No, like this is a really interesting thing we got to think about. I would love to get Erica's perspective on it
Yes, yes,
and
we
our
need to.
listeners.
Yes, our listeners as well. Definitely our listeners.
Because I mean, there's definitely like attractive people that have done characters for a long time that I feel like you just don't associate them as the character, like in the same way that we associate Jensen Ackles as Dean Winchester,
It has
for
to be
better or worse.
because it has to be
Well, I'm trying to
because
think of because like okay, like Vampire Diaries,
I was thinking about that too because of Matt.
Matt, the
Yes,
character Matt.
yeah, the character Matt. He's the one that stands out the most for some reason, as besides Damon, that's been through like the ringer, right?
But
He's
like if you saw
been
that
through it all.
actor, would you I don't feel like this is a good comparison because like are people about I don't think people are about Matt
Well,
like that.
no, people are not about
I
that. I
have
mean,
to find a
they're
video I should
about,
solve and send it to you about Matt.
oh, really? About Steph. Okay, please do. Stefan and Damon.
Yeah.
It is about them, but because I just think of like pretty boys who cry very well. He is the best crier I've ever seen.
Matt?
That actor. Yeah, I don't even know his name. He's just mad to me. Does that say something? I don't know his name.
Well, I don't know people's names, so like everybody is like for the longest time Benedict Cumberbatch was like Rory from 30 something. And like Nick Holt was Tony from Skins. Like I could not remember that dude's name for the life of me.
Okay, good for you. Now you remember.
I had to look it up so many times. Well, we'll have to think about this some more.
Yeah, yeah. I think it has to do with the for how long he's played that character. But let's see. Well, I'm at the scene where it's going down, girl.
Which part is going? The Ellen and Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm at a really funny scene that I just want to bring up. So you were starting to talk about it before. Cass gets captured by Lucifer because when they get to Carthage, Cass is like, "Oh, there's a fuck ton of Reapers here. I'm gonna go find out what's going on."
Oh God.
So he strolls into the building where Lucifer is, and Lucifer is like, "Yo, brother, Cass is captured, and he's put in holy fire." And so Lucifer pieces out to go like do his evil bidding, and Meg is there taunting Cass. And like a fucking badass that Cass is, he like gets her inside the hellfire and or the holy fire, whatever kind of fire it is. And he goes to like exercise her, but he can't. And so she's like mocking him and stuff. And like the cold stone killer that angels are in this show, Cass is like, no, I can't do that, but I can do this. And he throws her down on the fire and walks over her as she's screaming. I was
Mm-hmm,
like,
mm-hmm.
damn.
Yeah, he's pretty gangster, and it's just like, well, she's a
Yeah.
bad guy.
And he like shows
Whatever.
no emotion because he's Cass.
Yeah, he's devoid. He's like autistic.
He lacks social cues and
Mm-hmm,
has
mm-hmm.
like a very flat affect. But yeah, that was like a crazy, crazy thing. But I guess we can't avoid the sob fest.
Any tissue?
Um, right? Ellen is what really got me. So fucking Dean gets attacked by a hellhound because Meg has hellhounds. And Joe, being Joe, comes to his rescue and saves his ass. And then another hellhound goes and attacks her and rips her guts up. And they do get her away from the hellhound, but as she practically puts it, because Joe is practical, she can be very spontaneous and stubborn, but she's also practical. So she's basically like, my guts are being held in by this bandage right now. Like, let's be practical about this situation. I can't feel my legs. I am not gonna survive this. But what I can do is I can give you guys a chance to get away.
Right.
We have everything that we need to build a bomb. And so she's like very matter of fact about it. Like she's accepted it. And that was bad enough. But then Ellen fucking broke me because Ellen is like, somebody's got to stay and open the doors, and I'm not
Yeah,
leaving you.
that was so hard to watch and listen to. Oh,
Yeah.
and I have it on mute. I
Yeah.
do see the subtitles and I'm just reading it. It's just so hard.
Yeah. We won't get into what Ellen says because I don't think I physically can without like sobbing. But yeah, Ellen took me out. I was sobbing so bad that like even Lila like came up and was like, "You okay?" And she doesn't do that.
I'm okay. It's just the stupid television got to me.
These fictional characters are killing us.
You could say that again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But it's
Yeah.
really hard scene to watch.
Yeah.
You don't want that to happen to them.
And then
And you know what made it harder? At least I think so. That it's just so unexpected. You know, we don't see them for a few episodes, and like
mhm,
it's just so
they
it's
pop
not
in.
consistent. And to see characters that you really enjoy and see the rapport amongst them on the screen, to then just take them away, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's just heartbreaking. And in that fashion too, to be so
Yeah.
selfless, the both of them for the boys. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Dean did get his last kiss.
He did.
So, but then it extra broke me when Joe dies right before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even talk about it.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
We love you, Samantha Ferris. We love you, Alana Tall.
But they did, like, the guys got away
Of course.
and they go find Lucifer. And Dean shoots Lucifer with the Colt.
Short-lived.
Yeah. And he gets up a few minutes later and is like, oh, it's not your fault. I'm one of like four things that Colt can't kill. So plot twist there. and he throws Dean like he's a rag doll.
And he decides to give Sam his speech about why it's just reiterating what we've already heard, like I don't know how many times at this point, but this time is straight to Sam's face.
Yeah.
The story about why he is who he is.
So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. He's one of five things that the cult can't kill. I want to know what the other four are.
And we will find out.
Do we?
I'm sure we find out.
Okay.
That would be whack if we didn't.
I'm gonna add that to the list. But yeah, so this goes into back to like Sam being the vessel, yada yada yada. And so one of the things that so I had gotten, even though I'm watching it right now on Netflix, I had gotten the DVD of season 5 from the library, and I was watching the special features.
Yeah.
And in it, they had like this whole special feature about like Lucifer and Michael. And there's this guy, Raymond Denal. Oh my God, Denali? No, Dehenny. I can't read my handwriting,
Uh,
but he wrote a book called Soldier Boy: The War Between Michael and Lucifer. So I got to see if I can find that.
Interesting.
But yeah, he's like a expert on Michael and Lucifer.
It's Soldier Boy is
Yeah.
quite an interesting name.
Yeah, and I was like, that ties into what we say that like Dean is Soldier Boy, and it's funny that Judson now is Soldier Boy and the boys.
Hmm.
Or is it not funny? Is it purposeful?
The Boys is based off of a comic book, so
Yeah, but I'm sure Kripke probably cast him because he's really Soldier Boy in Supernatural.
yes.
But yeah, so it goes back to Dean is represents Michael, Sam represents Lucifer, and John represents God. So
Mm.
I gotta try to find this book because I would be interested to at least skim it.
John
See.
presents God. Hmm.
Yeah, because he's the father.
Hmm. Boy.
I thought we talked about that last time when we were talking about the changing channels because that's why what's his name? Gabriel slash the
Mhm.
trickster
Mhm, mhm.
is like this is between the two brothers that are trying to get daddy's attention.
Oh yeah, you're right. We
Yeah.
did talk about it.
So,
Um,
but yeah, so it turns out that Lucifer, what he's doing there is he's trying to bring
Death.
back death, and he succeeds.
Um,
And meanwhile, at the same time is when the whole like Cass being a badass and like walking over Meg is happening. So Cass, since he's free, he's able to get over there and get Sam and Dean out of the situation. And then one thing I wanted to ask you, and
okay.
then I don't know if you have other stuff to talk about, but at the end, so like earlier in the episode, Bobby insists that they take like a picture, like a group picture together. Oh, and when he takes the picture, he's like, "How else am I gonna remember everybody if this is your last night on Earth or whatever?" He makes some comment like that, and then at the end, it shows Bobby, Sam, and Dean, and Bobby throws the picture in the fire. Do you think that is them having like a symbolic hunter's funeral for them? I didn't
Oh,
understand that.
I yeah, I was thinking to myself too, like, why would you get rid of that picture? That's a memory. But maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is then.
Because I was like, why? Because, yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, the whole point of you taking the picture was to remember them. And I was like, maybe it's because they couldn't actually have like the hunter's funeral. So they like
Right. They
are
couldn't burn the
burning the
bodies, so
picture instead of burning the bodies.
I
Although
th that makes sense.
technically,
Their body was burned,
and salted because they had salt everywhere. So technically, they probably had a hunter's death or funeral.
but it wasn't given to them by
Yeah.
hunters.
Yeah.
It was decided upon amongst themselves. Well,
But can you think of any other reason why he would
I
burn?
can't. No, I can't. Like,
Okay.
and rewatching it now, just now, because it just ended, I was just like, why would they do that? And that's the
Well,
only
I will
conclusion.
say they could make another print of it.
Oh, let's make a copy.
Yeah, because they have
Mm,
the original film. But
right.
yeah, so I'm just gonna go and believe that that's what's happening because I can't think of any other reason why
I
they
think
would
that's a good reason.
burn it. And it looked very solemn when they
It
were burned.
did. They're in mourning. They have to be solemn.
Yeah. Oh God.
And they can't like how do you tell a parent, you can't do that,
Yeah, they
you
didn't even
know?
question it, like
Yeah.
because like yeah, like that wasn't even like an argument in my head, but yeah, like somebody could have been like, Ellen, you can't do this.
Right.
But yeah, how can you tell a mother
Yeah.
that she
And,
can't be with her daughter?
and a hunter. Like, even though
So,
she wasn't 100% hunter, but
and she makes a valid point. Somebody did have to
mhm,
undo the door and stuff
right,
to give them even more of a fighting chance.
right.
I will say I do like her final words were something like, "You can go to hell, you fucking bitch," or something like
Bitches.
that
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the hellhound.
yeah. Die bastards. Was that the last we see of the Hellhounds?
Sure,
I feel
probably
like
not,
no, I don't think so.
but
I think
probably those
mm,
hellhounds, unless they just go back to hell for a while like demons.
oh,
I don't know how you kill a hellhound.
uh, mm, I have no idea.
I didn't even think about that.
I have no idea
Yeah, she could
whatsoever.
have just been sending them back to hell.
Well, the other thing was we noticed that Lucifer's vessel is just not able to handle him.
Yeah, he's rotting,
Yeah,
which is why he wants Sam.
Sam as soon as
Yeah.
possible. But I feel like I was gonna give something away. I'll just keep my mouth shut. But this is where we start to see where the vessel's not able to handle how powerful Lucifer is.
Yeah, and I think that was kind of implied earlier. Like
Mhm.
something was said about like
Yeah,
they're if it's not a true vessel, it can't last forever or something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah. Uh, Going back to the Hellhound for a second. Shoot, what was I just about to say? Oh, when Meg shows that she has a Hellhound with her, like when we hear the Hellhound growl, it flashes to Dean, and Dean looks terrified.
Yeah, as he
That
should.
that kind of goes back to our one of our questions. Not really like a dog per se, and like the corporeal sense,
Right.
but he is definitely like terrified of hellhounds.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what they can do, and you
Yeah.
assume that he was probably tortured by them in hell.
I would think so, amongst other things.
Yeah, and they killed. I mean, they were able to kill him as well, but
Hmm.
like, so yeah, so there's a sense that they killed him, but he was probably tortured by them, and he probably used them to torture other people while he was in hell.
Right. And for some reason, this popped up in my head since we're on the topic of Hell and Bella. Like, why aren't we reintroduced to previous characters after they've passed away? I mean, maybe we have, but I'm thinking Bella specifically. She was such a great character. Would love to see her again, but it is what it is.
Or even like a mention, because you assume she's going to hell because her 10 years was up
Yeah.
and she was taken by the Crossroads demon. But like, she's existing in hell.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw Papa come back from hell,
Only
like
when
crawl out of the depths of hell to save them.
only when it's convenient, I guess. I
Yeah.
guess she just didn't need to come back.
And we've seen Mary come back as a ghost. So they do have like a precedent to like bring people back, if not to life like they did with Dean, as like a spirit
Yeah,
or
Dean's the exception.
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about like supernatural in general. Like you don't worry too much about the main characters, like the Winchesters themselves, because you know there's that precedent of Dean coming back. So it's like
Well,
not as like
do you say that
traumatizing.
now, knowing what you know? Because back then, I'm sure watching
I
it the first
think
time around, it was just like, oh my God, is something going to happen? Oh my God, is something going to happen?
so. Dean, obviously, I did not. I think that was traumatic,
Okay.
but I feel like, and who knows, because it was so long ago when I watched it, but like, I feel like once they had like a precedent like that, I wasn't like too worried about Sam.
Okay.
I won't speak to any of the other Winchesters because we haven't gotten that far yet,
Yeah. Yeah.
but like, and especially when you get to this point, like, you know, the vital importance to both sides that they both have. So yeah. Although there's technically a Winchester that I don't know that, well, I don't know. I won't go into it.
Okay.
I was thinking of their brother,
Okay.
but I don't really consider him like a full Winchester, even though he is.
I
He's
was
legit a
literally just thinking
Winchester.
about him, that whole situation. He's not one of us. We were all thinking it along with Dean.
We're all assholes.
Yes. 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 Oh my gosh.
Well, do you have anything else about this episode?
I don't.
I'll never be over it.
I don't have any idea.
This is such a roller coaster episode because it brought so much joy at the beginning to see Crawley,
Yeah, and then
and then it broke me.
yeah, because we're rewatching it. Initially, we're not thinking anything about it, but now it's just like, oh my God. Again, I just didn't know that this was the episode for Ellen and Joe. I didn't. So when it was
I
going down, I was like, what the?
I guess I didn't know this was the episode, but I knew it was like if it wasn't this episode, it was coming very soon. Like when I saw Joe, like it triggered that memory of like, oh, this is gonna be happening. I'm really curious to think. I don't remember how I originally felt about this episode. I feel like it's extra bad after watching the whole series because like we associate like them dying with also other female characters
Yeah.
and have died dying as well. So it's
Hmm.
like that, it's like multiple levels of grief are happening. So I almost feel like it's worth rewatching it than it was the first time. But I
So,
don't quite remember how I did start to think about like all the other people that have died on the show
yeah,
for the sake of the Winchesters
for the sake of the Winchesters, you said it. You said
that
it.
could have been alive if not for their loyalty to the Winchesters.
Yes, exactly. We wouldn't have a show though. Have a
Yeah,
show.
that's true. Well, listeners, we're going to stop here. We will start up next time with episode 11,
Woohoo.
but not next week.
No.
Next time we talk about Supernatural. Let us know what you thought about these two episodes and how you are liking season 5 so far. You can hit us up on Instagram. The handle is at Gavin Podcast, or you can email us at gavinpodcast@gmail.com. And thanks for listening to Gavin. Go check us out on Instagram, like and follow us. Check out our other episodes. We are on all the major platforms where you can find your podcast. Feel free to buy us a coffee.
Please do. We need it.
Talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to Gavin.
Gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing. We're gabbing.